Dear Joss Whedon, I've been a longtime fan of your television shows and movies you've made over the years, but recently you made some remarks on Twitter about the hashtag group GamerGate, equating the group to white supremacist and anti-women sentiments. Now, I will be the first to admit that people under the GamerGate banner have sent threats and misogynistic comments towards those critical of the movement. This is horrible. But one of the things GamerGate stands for is an end to bullying and harassment. It is a self-policing group, which I am a part of, and those who send the death threats are called out and ostracized from the movement. In fact, GamerGate was helpful in identifying the person who made a threat on the life of feminist critic Anita Sarkeesian. Other women have been threatened too, such as Zoe Quinn, Brianna Wu, and others. And as somebody who supports GamerGate, I want to say I condemn this harassment. And I swear to you and all that on my father's grave, if I knew how to, I would put a stop to these threats and harassments personally. Nobody deserves to be threatened. I may not be a fan of these critics, but nobody deserves to be threatened for having a different opinion. Nobody deserves to be threatened to be raped for having a different opinion or a differing voice. Nobody deserves that kind of treatment. Ever. GamerGate stands for the end of corruption in gaming journalism. GamerGate stands for the end of harassment against people who call themselves gamers. GamerGate stands for transparency in media. We've been successful in pulling advertisers from Gawker Media in response to harassment made by Gawker employees, writers, and editors towards some people using the GamerGate hashtag. They say things like, "Nerds deserve to be beaten." Almost all of the fans of your shows, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Firefly, are considered nerds. Do you stand by this abuse? GamerGate has a sister movement called NotYourShield. NotYourShield was started by a black game dev who was tired of having people say they were fighting for minorities. It's made to show that GamerGate is not just the cis-hetero white men that it's claimed to be. The anti-GamerGate people say they're speaking up for women gamers, for gay gamers. Those gamers said, "Enough is enough. I am not your shield." GamerGate is first and foremost diverse, and NotYourShield proves this. GamerGate supporters are black, white, Latino, Latina, Asian, Arabic, and everything in between. GamerGate people are heterosexual, homosexual, pansexual, asexual, bisexual. Surprised? There are transgendered GamerGate supporters, cisgendered GamerGate supporters, gender-fluid GamerGate supporters, and agender GamerGate supporters. There are feminists, like Christina Hoff Sommers, non-feminists, critical feminists, men's health and rights activists, non-MHRAs, and even anti-feminist and anti-men's health and rights activists. We are liberal, Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, independents, and moderates. There are atheists, agnostics, Christians, Jews, Muslims, followers of every religion and philosophy in GamerGate. We are diverse, and despite all of our differences, we stand together hand in hand to put a stop to harassment, bullying, and corruption in games journalism. So, Mr. Whedon, I have some challenges for you. My first challenge is this. I want you to go through the NotYourShield hashtag on Twitter. See for yourself that I am not making this up. Talk to these people. After all, that's what Twitter and social media is for, isn't it? Do you think these women have internalized misogyny? Do you think these transgendered individuals have internalized transphobia? Do you think the non-white supporters are Uncle Toms or have internalized racism? If you truly think that, then please tell them. But I believe that you are a good person, Mr. Whedon. So my second challenge, and the one I hope you do, is this. In the description of this video, and in the annotations I'm going to put on this video, are charities started by GamerGate supporters. The first one is for the Pacer Anti-Bullying Organization. It, at the time of this video's recording, has raised over $16,000 in anti-bullying campaigns. The second one is for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention that has raised over $5,000. The third is called GamerFruit, which has already raised over $1,000 for worldwide hunger relief. The next one is the GamerGate Team for Extra Life, a long-standing charity to help the Children's Miracle Network. Its stated goal is to reach $6,000. The final one is the GamerGate fundraising for UNICEF, which has a stated goal of about $5,000, last time I checked. My challenge to you is this. Match the donations to the Pacer Fund and the Suicide Prevention Fund. GamerFruit just barely has gone over its goal, so I challenge you to give $5,000 to that goal. The GamerGate Extra Life funds and UNICEF funds need more funding, so I challenge you to help them reach their goals. You directed The Avengers, a billion-dollar movie, Mr. Whedon. I think you can help these charities out. So those are my challenges to you, Mr. Whedon. If you'd like to sit down personally and talk about harassment, bullying, media transparency, and games journalism, and anything you think GamerGate is about, I'm more than willing to talk. And if that goes well, want to play some games? I got Mario Kart and Smash Brothers comes out in a month. Why don't we live stream for charity? A charity of your choice. I'm just one man that supports the GamerGate cause of transparency in gaming journalism. And as a lifelong gamer, I can tell you that gamers do not hate women. From behind the scenes, Roberto Williams, founder of Sierra Entertainment, and Mari Shimazaki, the designer for Bayonetta. Gaming is all-inclusive when it comes to those who want to program or design games. And also, there are great female characters in gaming that you just need to discover. I invite you, Mr. Whedon, to join the gaming culture. So, I want you to see us for who we really are. I hope you get to hear this, and I hope you can respond as soon as you can. That's all I really have for Joss Whedon. But to everybody else who sees this, if this somehow catches on in the public, I do want people to support these charities. You don't have to be a GamerGate supporter, you can be anti or neutral, but I think these charities need to have more funds. These are good causes for so many things. Ending hunger, suicide prevention, which is something I'm near and dear to. So please, donate to these charities if you can. I'll leave up links in the annotations for people to click on them for a couple extra seconds after this open letter is done. Right now, I gotta get back to something. Pokeball! Oh, why that hurt me? Why that hurt me? I'm the one that hit the thing! Oh no, oh no. Oh come on, I got it. I can get this. Did I get it? Ah! Get in the fire! Get in the fire! Come on! Get in the fire! Somebody get in the fire! Nobody got on the fire!